properties also in the application and proper request and response binding classes. We created the request and response binding classes to deal with REST API request and REST API response. For database table mapping, we have created entity class and we created repository interface also. Created a service interface and implemented that. Then created a REST controller with required methods. Then Swagger and static table data we need to insert into the table. Then we need to run the application and test it using Swagger UI. Then deploy the application in the cloud. Deploy the front end, develop the front end application using Angular. Okay. Here one more step is required. Basically, create report generator classes. Create report generator classes. Excel report generator and PDF report generator. Yesterday we created Excel reporter class. Today we are going to create PDF reporter class. Excel report class is already created. We need to create the PDF reporter class. Got it? Now let's go to our program. So in the last session we created the reports package. Excel report generator class is already available here. Excel report generator class is already available here, which is going to generate the Excel sheet with the given plans. Now let's go for PDF generator. Yesterday I have just created the class. I have not written any logic in that. Now if you see in the PDF report generator, we have a method called the export method. This method is taking two parameters, guys. One is plans, it is taking as a parameter. What
Welcome to Geo. Recording in progress.
Create an object for document object. PDF will be considered as a document. Excel will be as a workbook. PDF will be considered as a document. Document is equal to new document of page size. What is the page size you want? I want a page with A4 size. PDF page I want with the A4 size. PDF page I want with the A4 size. Now, so to represent a page with the A4 size, I have created one document. If you see in the Excel, we created a workbook. In the PDF, it is called as a document. Now, from this document, I will write the PDF writer instance. I will get the instance for the PDF. PDF writer dot get instance of document comma output stream. We already created a document. Output stream we can get from the response dot get output stream. Fine. Response dot get output stream. It may give the exception. Let's go for throws exception. Clear? Document is equal to new document. I am creating a document with the page size as A4. Then I am taking a PDF writer. For the PDF writer, I am giving the document and I am giving the response.output stream. Then I will do document.open. In order to write the data, we need to open the document. Document.open method I am using in order to write that document. Now, here I want to create some font to generate that PDF, guys. I want to go with the font is equal to font factory dot get font. Now I want to apply some font style. Helvetica dot bold, like this I am taking font style. Alright, you can use any font. what is the style you want to keep for your font, you can use it. Font dot set size. Set size. What is the size you want for the font in the PDF? 18 is the size I am taking. What is the color you want? Font dot set color. I want to go with blue. I want to go with blue. Something like this. Right? Now, see what I have done now. I have created a document and I have attached the document to the PDF writer. Then I have opened that document. Then I have created a font with a Helvetica bold as a font style. Font size I am setting as a 18 and color I am setting as a blue. With this, I am going to create one paragraph to display a title. Paragraph P is equal to new paragraph. Paragraph P is equal to new paragraph. In the paragraph, I'm going to set two things, guys. Text for the paragraph and font I'm going to set. Text I'm going to set as list of plans. List of plans is my text and I have a font. The style, font size, font color. Why I need this font? I'm going to create one paragraph in the PDF with a text called list of lines. For this paragraph text, I want to apply this font. That is the reason I have created a paragraph. This is the text of the paragraph. For the paragraph text, I want to apply this font. This font means style, size,
Recording in progress.
it will be aligned in the center. That is the meaning of that. Then add this paragraph to the PDF document. Document.add of P. Whatever the paragraph I have created, I am adding the paragraph to the document. So with this, what is going to happen? Whatever the code I have written here, with this code, what will happen? It is going to create. It is going to create. One document, A4 size document is going to create a text called list of plans. Where this text will be created in the center, the color will be blue. Whatever the code I have written here, that code is going to prepare a PDF document like this. In this PDF document, it is creating one paragraph with the font style, font size, font color, center aligned. That is the meaning of this font. That is the meaning of this code. That means just to write one line of text in the PDF, we have written almost 9 lines of code. Just to display one line in the PDF document, we have written 9 lines of code. Look at this code now. Look at this code now. Are you able to understand this code? Creating a PDF document. This is the PDF document, A4 size PDF document I have taken. In that PDF document, I am creating one. That means a list of plans. This is my paragraph. For this paragraph, I want to apply font style as Helvetica bold and font size as 18, font color as blue. That paragraph I want to align to center. I want to add the paragraph to the document. Document.add of paragraph. Is this clear now? Is this clear now? Next, I want to create a table in the paragraph. I want to create a table in the paragraph. Whenever we are creating a table, we need to specify columns size. How many columns you want to display in the paragraph. You don't need to specify the rows size, guys. You need to specify table column size. You need to specify table column size. In the plan response, what we are getting? ID, name, holder name, status, benefit amount. How many fields we are getting for each plan? 5 fields we are getting for each plan. So what should be my column size in the table? What should be my column size in the table? 5 columns I need to take in the table. In order to create a table, we have a class called PDF table. PDF table is equal to new PDF table of 5. That means I'm going to create a table with 5 columns. I'm going to create a table with 5 columns. PDF table, sorry, this is not the class. PDF P table. PDF P table. PDF P table is equal to new PDF P table. It is expecting what? It is expecting number of columns. How many columns I want? 5 columns I want. Number of columns I want? 5 columns I want. For the table, set some properties. Table dot set width percentage. Table
Welcome to Geo. Welcome to Geo.
Recording in progress. Like this. Here I am creating a document. Here I am creating a paragraph. For the paragraph I am giving some font, adding the paragraph to the document. Here I am creating a table with 5 columns. For those columns I am setting the width also. This is the table creation in the PDF because I want the plants data should come in the table. I have created a table for this. I have created a table for this. You understood? Please confirm, guys. Are you able to understand the table creation? Yes, we are able to understand the table creation. Now I want to create the cells, guys. I want to create the cells now. In this table, we are going to create the cells like this now. Cell 1, cell 2, cell 3, cell 4, cell 5. Cell 1, cell 2, cell 3, cell 4, cell 5. For these cells also, I want to apply some font. I want to apply some font. Okay? PDF cell. PDF cell. PDF P cell will be available. PDF P cell will be available. Cell is equal to new PDF P cell. Cell. Cell dot set background color. For that cell I want to give some background color, blue, yellow, whatever you want. Blue, yellow, whatever you want, you can give for that. Now cell dot set padding. For that cell I am giving the padding as 5. Set padding as a 5. Now here inside the cell we are going to write the text. For the text I need to set the color. Okay. Font 1 is equal to font factory dot get font. Font 1 is equal to font factory dot get font. You can set the font factory. Already we used a font factory Helvetica bold, na? Above for the paragraph I used the font factory. Same thing. Font factory dot Helvetica bold.
Welcome to
Recording in
Zero.
progress.
మీ రోజువారీ డేటా బ్యాలెన్స్ 1
It will this color, this box will come with the yellow color.
లో నుండి
This box
2
will come with the yellow color. In the yellow color box I am writing the block font. This is for table headers, guys. Table headers will come here, na? Yellow color with the block font. Okay? Now like this. I have taken yellow. I will fill the yellow colors here. My table cells will be filled with the yellow color like this. In this yellow color, I am writing the block font like this ID. I will write like this. So that is the meaning of this cell and cell color. Understood? Black color. Okay. Now let us create the cells. How many cells we need to create? 5 cells we need to create. Now directly we are going to create the 5 cells. Cell already available. So cell dot set phrase, cell text, new phrase of plan ID. First one is going to be plan ID, comma font 1. Font 1. Now then add this to the table. Table dot add cell of
Recording
what
in
is the cell
progress.
background? Yellow is the cell background. Cell is created with the background as yellow. For every cell I am setting the font as a black. So header row will be created with 5 cells here. Row will be created with the 5 cells here. Are you comfortable with this, guys? Are you comfortable with this? Look at this. How I am creating the cell, how I am creating a font, how I am adding the cell to the table. This is a header cell. So with this, what we have done as of now, created a document. In the document, created a paragraph with the blue color font in the center, created a table with the 5 cells in the table. In every cell, header row will be yellow color and font will be black color. And I have specified the text also, ID, name, status, and holder name, benefit amount like this. Sales data also will be available. Now what should we do? What is the pending thing? What is the pending thing now? Guys, what is the pending thing in our program? Can you tell me what is the pending thing in our program? From this diagram, what is pending? Adding the data to the rows. Adding the data rows. Adding the data to the table is pending. Document is created, title is created, table is created, header row is created, cells text also added. Now we need to add the data. How we got the data? Can I say that my data is available as a list of records? Can I say that my data is available in the form of list of records? Right. Can we iterate this list and can we create the cells? Can we iterate the list and can we create the cells? For each plan response, plan of plans. For each loop I am writing plan response and plan. Okay, now what I need to do? For table data, I don't want to add any styles now. Right, table dot add cell of text directly. What I'm going to get is plan dot get plan ID. Plan ID is an integer. It is expecting a string. So let me add like this. Table dot add cell of plan dot get plan status. It is a string value directly, no problem. Table dot add cell of holder name, plan dot get holder name. Table dot add cell of plan dot get benefit amount. Get a benefit amount. Benefit amount is a double value, so I think we need a string value only. Yeah, benefit amount is also string value. Once these are created, plan ID, plan name. Second column, second cell should have plan name, plan ID, and plan name. Okay. Once it is done, the next step is document dot add of table. Then document dot close. Document dot add of table. Document dot close. So come again. First I have created a document. So this is my PDF document. For the document I have opened the document by attaching the document to the PDF writer. Then I have created a font. I have created a paragraph. I have added the paragraph to the document. So these 6 lines of code will create this title. Understood? 6 lines of code will create this title. Then after, I am creating a table. Whenever we are creating a table, you need to specify how many cells, how many columns you want in the table. I want to display plan data. There are 5 inputs available. There are 5 details available for every plan. ID, name, status, holder name, benefit amount. So I am creating a table, PDF table with 5 cells here. Now I am setting some values for the table properties. What is the width percentage of the table? What are the column widths and spacing before that each cell? I am setting the table properties. Okay. Then once the table is created with the 5 cells, now for each cell, we need to specify text for each cell. First row is going to be my header row. Header row, I want to create with background color as yellow. Padding, I want 5. First cell. Right? Now, font, I want to black. This is the cell, yellow cell. In the yellow cell, I want to write the black color font. I have created that. Cell with yellow and the color of the font with the black. Then, for 5 cells, I want to set the data. Like this, I am setting the data for the 5 cells. Plan ID, plan name, plan status, holder name, benefit amount. These are header cells. These are header cells. Guys, the beauty here, whenever you go for Excel report, you need to specify row index, which row you are creating. And in that row, which cell you are creating, based on the index position. But when it comes to the PDF table, are we specifying any table row? Are we specifying any table row? Or we are not specifying any table row? We are not specifying any table row. Are we specifying any index? Are we specifying any index? No. Right? Alright guys, now see here, I have created 5 cells here. For the cell I am setting the font and I am adding the cells to the table. I am adding cells to the table. You got my point? I am adding the cells to the table. Then next one, plan response. Here, when I am setting the data to the table cells, when I am setting the data to the table cells, okay, I'm not setting any index. I'm just setting 5 cells. When I add the next cell, automatically it will go to the second row because already the table is predefined with the 5 cells. Already the table is predefined with the 5 cells. Now what I am doing here, I'm creating cells now. 5 cells I have created. Table dot add cell. One cell is created. Table dot add cell, second cell is created. Table dot add cell, third cell is created. Table dot add cell, fourth cell is created. Table dot add cell, fifth cell is created. What is the size of the table cells actually? How many cells we are taking for the table? Already we have taken 5 cells for the table. Now the table capacity I have created with the 5 cells only. You see, my table is having 5 cells only. I am already added 5 cells to the table. Now, when I do table dot add cell, this is a 6th cell now. This is just, what is the count of this cell? What is the index of this cell now? It is a 6th cell. But actually table having 6 cells or table is created with only 5 cells? Table is created with only 5 cells or table is created with the 6th cells? Table is created with only 5 cells. Whenever you add the table dot add cell, automatically this will go to second row. It will go to second row. That is the beauty. It will go to second row. You don't need to set it. You don't need to set it because at the time of creating the table, PDF table we have created. Table is equal to new PDF table. New PDF table of 5 we have specified. What is the meaning of that 5? What is the meaning of that 5? 5 is the number of cells. Number of cells. That 5 is number of cells. Now, when I call the table dot add cell method for 5 times, it is going to create 1 row. This is first row. This is first row. First row because 5 cells I have created na. I am adding 5 cells. So the first row is created. When I call table dot add cell, this cell will go to first row or this cell will come to second row. This is a 6th cell na. 6th cell. But the table size is only 5. When you add the 6th cell, automatically it will come to second row. Automatically it will come to second row. Now again I am going to call this cell method for 5 times. Automatically I am going to call this for 5 times. Then what will happen? Second row is completed. Second row is completed. Now if I do table.add cell method once again, if I call this method once again, what will happen? Will it go to third row or not? It will go to third row automatically. It will go to third row automatically. 5 times if you call the cell method, first row, 5 times the second row, then it will go to third row. Do we need to do programmatically anything, or it is a built-in functionality? Do we need to do anything to create the new cells here? Do we need to do anything to create the new rows here? It is existing functionality. But is this functionality available in the POI API? No. Is this functionality available in the POI API? No. Why this functionality not available in the POI API? Do we have any limited cells in the Excel file, or we have so many cells in the Excel? When you create a row, so many cells will come. Every cell will have an index. If you call add cell, add cell, add cell, the cells will be keep on adding in the first row only. There is no limit. There is no limit. But when it comes to the PDF, the limit is available for the table cells. I have created a table with the 5 cells. Now, when I call table.add cell first time, table.add cell for first time, table.add cell for second time, table.add cell for third time, table.add cell for fourth time, table.add cell for fifth time. What happened? 5 times I called the add cell method. That means first row is created. When I am creating the cells for the first row, I am setting the font. I am setting the font. What is there in the font? Black font is available. What is there in the cell? Yellow font is available. For the cell, yellow font is available. Are you clear with my point? Are you clear with my point? Right. Now, here 5 times I am calling the add cell method. When I call the add cell method for 5 times, first row is created. For the first row cell, I have already configured background color yellow, font color as a black. That is applicable only for the first cell, first row cells, first 5 cells. But what about the remaining? Directly I am calling table.add cell. Is there any style for this data row cell? Are you keeping any style for the data row? No. Only for the title row cell I am setting the style. Cell is equal to cell dot background color is yellow, cell dot padding is 5. This is cell object I am using only to create the first row cells. But from the second row onwards, am I setting any style? No. Directly table.add cell, table.add cell. There is no style for the data row. 5 times I already called add cell method. This will be 6th time. When I call this table.add cell 6th time, will it go to first row or it will go to second row? When I call the table.add cell for 6th time, will it go to first row or it will go to second row? It will go to next row. Why it is going to next row? Because the table capacity is only 5 cells. But I am calling the add cell method for 6th time. 5 times already completed. First row data is completed. When I call the add cell method for 6th time, it will go to the second row. 6th, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 times. 10 times completed. If the loop is executed for first time, that means 10 times, here 5 times completed. If the loop executed for first time, 10 times completed. That means 2 rows completed. If the iteration execute once again, it will call the 11th time. When it calls the 11th time, what will happen? When I call this method, when I execute this line for 11th time, what will happen? It will go to third row automatically. So now, do you need to specify the row index? Or it is going to take care of that based on the cell count? Do you need to specify the row index or it will take care of it? Cell count will take care of it. Okay, now look at this code. Look at this code. I have created a document. For the document, I am setting the page size as A4. The document I am attaching to the PDF writer. with output stream to write the data. I'm opening the document. Document.open. Now I am taking a font. Font family I am taking. Font size I am taking. Font color I am taking. Font object is available with the color, size and style of the font. Then I have created a paragraph by using that font. That paragraph I am setting to align center. With this, single line will be created in the document. That is list of plans. Chalo. Iske baad I am adding that paragraph to the document. These things are used to create the first line. Then I am creating a table. Table I am creating with 5 cells. Cells count columns, number of columns you want. That column count you have to specify. PDFP table I have created with 5 columns. For the table we are setting the sizes. Right. Then I want to create the table cells, header row. Table headers I want to set. For table headers I am creating cell style with the background color as yellow, cell font as a black. Cell dot set phrase. Set phrase method is used to write the data to the cell. Then set cell dot set phrase. Phrase is a plan ID. For this text I want to apply this font as a black. Then add the cell to the table. First cell, second cell, third cell, fourth cell, fifth cell. One row is completed. One row completed in the table. That is a header row. Header row will contain cells, 5 cells. Each cell with the background as yellow, font as a black. Okay. Then after I want to write the data to the table. In order to write the data to the table, already I have the data in the form of list of objects. List of plans. Once I'm going to iterate the plans by using for each loop. Plan response I am taking from the plans. This is a collection. From this collection I am taking one plan object. Using that plan object I am creating the cell. Table.add cell, cell text. Right. Plan ID is an integer. Add cell method is expecting a string value. So for the integer I am just adding plus a string. So it will become a string value. Got it? Or else you can do like this also. String dot value of. You can write like this also. String dot value of integer value I want to convert to the string. String dot value of plan dot get plan ID. Whatever the integer value I am representing in the string format. Integer is representing in the string format because add cell method is expecting a string value. So here every iteration will create one row. Do I need to set the row index here or I no need to set the row index here? I no need to set the row index. If you add the 5 cells, automatically it will go to the next row because the table size is only 5 cells. If this loop is executed for 10 times, so what will happen? If my loop is executed for 10 times, so what will happen, guys? 10 rows will be created. Then after I have added the cells to the table, document.add of table, then document.close. Whatever the table we have constructed, table we are adding to the document. Document.add of table, then finally document.close. Yeah. So yesterday I was not explained because some concept that you have to understand how to generate the PDF. So 5 to 10 minutes of time not sufficient. So that is the reason I have not completed this code yesterday. Now you got the clarity how to generate the PDF by using Java program. Are you clear with this? Guys, anybody not able to understand? PDF generation. Understood? Good. Excel generation. Excel story. Excel का काम index base पे होता है भाई. Because in the Excel, cells are having index, rows are having indexes. So you need to create a workbook. In that workbook, you need to create the sheet. In the sheet, you need to create a row. In the row, you need to create the cells based on the indexes. Excel will work based on the indexes. Row index will be available. Cell index will be available. In the PDF, we are using table. Table will have number of cells. No index concept here. No index concept here. Are you clear with my point? Are you clear with my point? Chalo. Fine. Next, we are almost ready with our application. Guys, we already discussed about Swagger several times, so I have added Swagger config class directly. I think I no need to explain you what is Swagger now. I no need to explain you what is Swagger. It is used to generate the documentation for the REST API. Next, one important thing is I have created one file, guys, that is called data.sql. I have created one file with the name called data.sql. Plan ID, plan name, holder name, plan status. I have created SQL queries here. I have created 10 SQL queries here to insert the data. Instead of the holder name, let me take it as a benefit amount. I have created queries here which is used to insert the data into table. Plan ID, plan name, holder name, status, benefit amount. Plan ID, plan name, benefit amount, holder, plan holder name. Plan holder SSN, replace that with holder name. Close. Save it. Holder name. Plan ID, plan name, holder name, प्लान स्टेटस. एक कॉलम को स्विच करना ही पड़ेगा. बेनिफिट अमाउंट, होल्डर नेम. बेनिफिट अमाउंट should come here. $400, something like this. I have prepared my queries here. Let me minimize this. Yeah. Order of the columns: plan ID, plan name, benefit amount. $400 I'm taking here. $400. Here I'm going to take as $300. Here let me take it as $350. $350. Okay. If it is denied, not applicable. Benefit amount is not applicable. Only for approved people, benefit amount will be available. For denied people, amount is not applicable. Okay. It is $650 approved. For denied, not applicable. Approved people, $280. Denied people, not applicable. Approved people, $370. Terminated people, not applicable. Denied or terminated, anything is fine. Yes. Benefit amount, holder name, plan status. Here I need to keep the holder name. I need to remove this holder name. All right. John, I'm taking as Smith here. Butler, Rhodes, Orlin, Charles, Kathy, James, and Steve. Columns. Insert it into insurance plans. What is my table name? Insurance plans is my table name. Plan ID, plan name, benefit amount, holder name. Insert into insurance plans, plan ID, plan name, benefit amount, holder name, plan status. Values 101, snap, plan ID 101, plan
Welcome to
recording.
viewing in
5
progress.
unique plans are available. How many unique statuses are available? Approved, denied, terminated. There are 3
మీ
unique statuses
రోజువారీ డేటా
available.
బ్యాలెన్స్
5
ఒకటి
unique plans are available.
తొమ్మిది
Based on
తొమ్మిది
the plan name and plan
లో
status,
నుండి
I should be able to retrieve the data.
నా రెన్యూ
The person is
చేయబడుతుంది
approved means he
27
is having a benefit amount. If the person is denied means benefit amount will not be available. So this is my static data I want to insert into the table. Now here guys, we are using which database table? We are using which database table? Are we using physical database or we are using logical database? Embedded database I am using. If I am using embedded database, if I insert the data and if I restart my application, the data will be deleted. Yes or no? Now I will run my application. Simple. Run as boot app. I'm running my application. H2 database will start. H2 database will start. Let's wait. Application is getting started. I created the queries. I kept those queries inside one file called data.sql. What is the purpose of the data.sql file is? What is the purpose of the data.sql file is? Whenever the application starts, that file will execute. The queries which are available in the file will be executed. The queries available in the file will be executed. The queries available in the file will be executed. If the query is available in the file executed, that means what? Every time when the application is restarted, our data will be available. We are getting some problem. File not found exception. Lombok.jar access is denied. Lombok jar form.xml. Let me remove the Lombok. I'm not using that Lombok here actually. इसको निकालो. Yeah, fine. I removed that Lombok. Refresh. Run the project. Run as boot app. Run as boot app. Now again it failed. Table insurance plans not found. Guys, you see, it is saying that my table is not available in the database. Actually, when you go for data JPA with the H2 database, are we going to create the table? Our table should be created automatically. Are we going to create the table? Our table should be created automatically. Come on. Table should be created automatically. But you know, what is happening here is, I have kept my queries in a file called data.sql file. I kept my queries in the data.sql file. Whenever you keep your queries in the data.sql file, if your H2 database is available, immediately it is trying to execute these queries before table creation. Can we insert the data into table without the table creation? No. Here it is trying to execute my queries available in the file before the table creation. Now I want to tell that, Bhaiya, you wait. First table create. First table should be created. After that query should be executed. We need to do defer data source initialization. Spring dot JPA dot defer data source initialization is equal to true. When you set that property, what will happen? It will first create the table, then it will execute the queries available in the data.sql. Defer data source initialization is equal to true property we have to set. Then go here, run as boot app. Now you check it. Application started successfully. Swagger documentation also created. Go and check the H2 console. Localhost / 8080/H2 console. Connect to the database and check the table, run it. Data is available in the table or not? Did I insert the data manually? How the data came to my table now? Through data.sql file. Who is executing that file? Data JPA is executing that file. Now, if I stop my application, the table will be available or I'm going to lose the table. Now I stopped my application. Can I access this database? Table is not available. I lost my data. Now, when I run my application, will I have the data in the table or I will not have the data in the table? Again it is going to execute that file now. When you go to this table, click on database connection, run. Data is coming or not? So do I need to insert the data every time? No. Application will insert the data every time if you create a file like this, data.sql. This will work for H2 database, not for other databases. This is for H2 database. Got it? Fine. So with this, our application is fully ready. And our static data is also ready in the table. We have a Swagger. Let's go to Swagger. Localhost / Swagger UI. Now let's see the Swagger REST controller. Wow. Can you see what are the methods available in the Swagger? Excel method available, PDF method available, plan names method available, plans method available, plan status available. First check the plan names, plan statuses, try it out, execute. How many statuses we are getting? Approved status we are getting, denied status we are getting, terminated status we are getting. What are the unique statuses available? Approved, denied,